Are you desirous of visiting Detroit on vacation? I've done some research to find out 10 tourist spots within Detroit that you may love to visit. If I were to be in Detroit, those areas are the must to visit destinations. So watch this video till the end to find out my favorite spot. Detroit is the populous city in the state of Michigan, US. And in 2022, Time magazine described Detroit as one of the 50 exceptional cities to visit in the world. With over slightly above 600 million people, Detroit has proven over the years to be an attractive destination for tourists. Come with me to the 10 best tourist spots in Detroit. The first location to consider is the Detroit Public Library, a hidden gem for tourists. One of the most overlooked but yet significant locations in Detroit is the Detroit Public Library. This stunning library boasts an extensive collection of books, artwork, and architectural masterpieces. Regarding the history and architecture, the Detroit Public Library was established in 1865 and moved to its current location in 1921. The main library building is a masterpiece of Bill's Arts architecture designed by Cass Gilbert, one of the most prominent architects of the early 20th century. The building's exterior is adorned with ornate carvings and sculptures, and its grandiose entryway is a sight to behold. Inside, visitors can marvel at the breathtaking murals and paintings by famous artists such as John Stevens Coppin and Gary Melchers. When you talk about collections and exhibits, the Detroit Public Library's collection is vast, with over 7 million items, including books, manuscripts, photographs, and maps. One of the library's most notable collections is the Burton Historical Collection, which contains rare books, documents, and photographs related to Detroit's history. Additionally, the library regularly hosts temporary exhibitions such as the recent Making Home contemporary works from the DIA exhibit, which showcased artwork from the Detroit Institute of Arts. When you now talk about library services and programs, the Detroit Public Library is not just a place to borrow books. It offers a range of programs and services to the community. Visitors can attend lectures, book clubs, and other events that are free and open to the public. Additionally, the library offers job search assistance, computer and internet access, and literacy programs for all ages. The Detroit Public Library is really a hidden gem in Detroit. With its stunning architecture, extensive collections, and community programs, it is a destination worth exploring. Whether you are a book lover, a history buff, and just looking for a unique cultural experience, the Detroit Public Library is sure to leave a lasting impression. So next time you are in Detroit, be sure to add the Detroit Public Library to the places you plan to visit. The second is the Detroit Institute of Arts. This is also known as DIA. It is located in the heart of Midtown Detroit and has been a staple of the city's cultural scene since its opening. The DIA is home to over 65,000 works of art from around the world. One of the most impressive things about the DIA is its collection of American art. The museum boasts an extensive collection of pieces by famous American artists such as Winslow Homer, Norman Rockwell, and Edward Hopper. Visitors can also see works by renowned Detroit artists like Diego Rivera, whose famous mural Circle Detroit Industry was painted in the museum's courtyard. But the DIA is not just about American art. The museum has a vast collection of European art, including works by Vincent van Gogh, Claude Monet, and Auguste Rodin. Visitors can also explore the African, Asian, and Islamic art collections, which feature unique pieces from around the world. The museum's architecture is also a work of art. The Beaux Arts building was designed by Paul Cret and completed in 1927. The building's marble facade and grand staircase give visitors a sense of the museum's grandeur before they even step inside. If you're planning a trip to Detroit, the Detroit Institute of Arts is a must-visit destination. With its impressive collection of art, stunning architecture, and rich history, it is no wonder that Detroit Institute of Art is considered one of the best tourist locations in Detroit. The third attractive center to consider in Detroit is the Detroit Historical Museum. Located in the Midtown neighborhood of Detroit, the Detroit Historical Museum is a must-visit destination for anyone interested in the history of the city. Let's dive in and explore what this museum has to offer. The Detroit Historical Museum was founded in 1928 and has since undergone numerous renovations and expansions. Today it covers more than 60,000 square feet and has exhibits that cover the city's history from its earliest days to the present. When you look at the exhibits, you will find out that the Detroit Historical Museum are numerous and diverse. The streets of the old Detroit exhibit is a must-see, with its creation of the late 19th century street scene, complete with shops and storefronts. The exhibit is interactive and offers visitors the opportunity to step back in time and experience what life was like in Detroit in the past. Another popular exhibit is the Motor City exhibit, which highlights Detroit's long-standing connection with the automobile industry. The exhibit features vintage cars, including a 1913 Model T, and highlights the role that Detroit played in the development of the auto industry. The Alice Gallery of Culture is another standout exhibit, with its focus on the cultural history of Detroit. The exhibit explores the city's rich music, art, fashion history, including its contributions to the Motown sound. Other notable exhibits include the America's Motor City exhibit, which covers the history of Detroit's transportation industry, and the Kid Rock Music Lab, which offers visitors the opportunity to learn about the history of music in Detroit. So the Detroit Musical Museum is a fantastic destination for anyone visiting Detroit. Its expensive exhibits covers the city's history in a way that is both educational and entertaining, with its focus on interactive exhibits and its commitment to telling the story of Detroit's past, present and future. The Detroit Historical Museum is a must-visit destination for anyone interested in the history and culture of Detroit. So what are you waiting for? Plan your visit to the Detroit Historical Museum today. The fourth tourist center in Detroit is the Pewabic Pottery, located in the historic East Side neighborhood. The Pewabic Pottery has been a treasured part of Detroit's cultural heritage for over a century. This pottery studio is renowned for its exquisite ceramic tiles, pottery, and architectural ornamentation that can be seen in many buildings and homes throughout Detroit and beyond. As you enter the studio, the first thing you notice is the rich history of the place. Founded in 1903 by Mary Chase Petrie Stratton and Horace Calkins, Pewabic Pottery has been producing handmade ceramics for over 100 years. Over time, the studio has become an important part of Detroit's cultural scene and a hub for artists and art enthusiasts alike. One of the most impressive things about Pewabic Pottery is its commitment to preserving the traditional art form of pottery making while also innovating with new designs and techniques. This is evident in the studio's production of both historic and contemporary pieces. which reflects diverse artistic styles of the Detroit community. Visitors to the Poetic Pottery can explore the studio's gallery and shop, which offer a wide range of beautifully crafted pottery pieces. From vases of tiles to intricate sculpture, there is something for everyone to see. Visitors can also take part in guided tours, which provide an in-depth look into the studio's history, production process, and artistic vision. But that is not all. Poetic Pottery also offers a range of classes and workshops for those interested in learning the art of pottery making. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced potter, there is something for everyone there. Classes range from one-day workshops to multi-week courses and cover a variety of techniques, including wheel throwing, hand building, glazing, and firing. So if you're ever in Detroit, be sure to add Poetic Pottery to your list of must-see attractions. With its rich history, beautiful craftsmanship, and commitment to the community, it's truly one of the best tourist locations in the city of Detroit. Number 5. The Detroit Princess Riverboat. This is actually a majestic riverboat that has been cruising down the Detroit River for over 20 years. With its sleek design and grandeur, it is a sight to behold. Inside the riverboat, you will find luxurious and spacious interiors that are perfect for hosting various events, from weddings to corporate events. The Detroit Princess Riverboat can accommodate it all. But what sets the Detroit Princess Riverboat apart is its scenic cruises. The riverboat offers a variety of cruises, each with its own unique experience. From sunset cruises to themed cruises, there is something for everyone. During the cruises, you will be able to enjoy the stunning views of the Detroit River and the city skyline. You can also take in some of the live entertainment that the riverboat offers, such as live bands, DJs, and even magicians. And let's not forget about food and drinks. The Detroit Princess Riverboat has a full-service bar and restaurant on board, offering a variety of drinks and dishes that are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Overall, the Detroit Princess Riverboat is a must-visit location for anyone looking to experience Detroit's beauty and charm from a unique perspective. The 6th attraction location is the Michigan Science Center in Detroit. This is a state-of-the-art science museum that is perfect for visitors of all ages, with over 250 hands-on exhibits, live demonstrations, and interactive activities. There is always something new and exciting to discover. Whether you are interested in physics, chemistry, biology, or space science, the Michigan Science Center has it all. You can explore the mysteries of the human body, learn about the forces of nature, and even launch your own rocket in space. And if that is not enough, the Science Center also boasts a state-of-the-art planetarium and IMAX theater. You can journey through the galaxy, explore the depths of the ocean, or experience the thrill of a space mission. But the Michigan Science Center isn't just a museum, it's also a hub for science education, offering a wide range of programs and events for visitors of all ages, from summer camps to after-school programs to community outreach. The Science Center is committed to inspiring the next generation of scientists and innovators. So if you're planning a trip to Detroit, make sure you put the Michigan Science Center on your itinerary. With its cutting-edge exhibits, thrilling shows, and educational programs, it is one of the best tourist locations in the city. Number 7 is the Masonic Temple of Detroit. This architectural model has stood the test of time and has become a must-visit tourist location. Built in 1926, the Masonic Temple of Detroit is one of the largest Masonic temples in the world. This imposing structure stands tall at 6 floors and occupies an entire city block. The building's stunning architecture draws inspiration from the Gothic Revival and Byzantine styles, making it a unique addition to Detroit's skyline. The Masonic Temple of Detroit boasts over 1,000 rooms, including multiple banquets, theaters, and meeting spaces. It is also home to the Masonic Temple Theater, a concert venue that can hold up to 4,000 people. Many famous musicians like Elvis Presley and Led Zeppelin have graced the stage at this historic venue. In addition to its impressive architecture and entertainment offerings, the Masonic Temple of Detroit holds significant cultural and historical value. The building has been home to the Masonic Grand Lodge, Michigan, since its inception and serves as a hub for Freemasonry in the state. The Masonic Temple has played host to many important events throughout Detroit's history, such as political rallies, charity events, and even a visit from the Pope in 1987. It has also been featured in many popular culture, appearing in films such as Batman vs. Spider-Man, Dawn of Justice and Transformers, Age of Extinction. This iconic spot has a stunning architectural offering and cultural significance to make it a unique and memorable experience for you. So next time you are in Detroit, be sure to add this landmark to the places you would like to visit. Number 8 is the Detroit River Walk. The Detroit River Walk is a scenic location that offers a beautiful view of the Detroit River, and it is a must-visit place for anyone who wants to experience the charm of this historic city. It is a beautiful promenade that offers stunning views of the river and the skyline of downtown Detroit. The River Walk is a perfect place for a leisurely stroll, a jog, or a bike ride, and it is open year-round. One of the highlights of the Detroit River Walk is the GM Renaissance Center, a towering complex of 7 interconnected skyscrapers that house offices, shops, restaurants, and a hotel. The Renaissance Center is the tallest building in Michigan, and it offers a fantastic view of the river and the city from its observation deck on the 72nd floor. Another attraction of the Detroit River Walk is the William G. Milliken State Park and Harbor. It is Michigan's first urban state park and offers a variety of recreational activities including fishing, boating, and hiking. The park also has a maritime museum that showcases the history of the Great Lakes and Detroit River. The Detroit River Walk also features several public art installations, including the Gateway to Freedom International Memorial to the Underground Railway, a sculpture that commemorates the city's role in the Underground Railroad. There are also several murals and sculptures along the River Walk that reflect the city's cultural heritage. If you are a foodie, the Detroit River Walk has plenty to offer. The River Walk Cafe is a great place to grab a coffee or a snack while enjoying the view of the river. And if you're looking for a fine dining experience, the Joe Moore Seafood Restaurant offers delicious seafood and an elegant ambience. What are you waiting for? The Detroit River Walk is a fantastic tourist location that offers a unique blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. Whether you are a local or a visitor to Detroit, the River Walk is a must-visit location that you will not regret. So pack your bags, come to Detroit, and experience the charm of the Detroit River Walk. If you have visited the River Walk, let me know in the comments. Share your experiences to the amazement of the folks that are yet to visit the River Walk. Number 9 is historic Fort Wayne. If you're planning on visiting Detroit, this is definitely a spot you won't want to miss. Historic Fort Wayne is a military fort that was originally built in the 1840s to protect the city of Detroit. Over the years, the fort has played a crucial role in various struggles. Today, it stands as a testament to Detroit's rich history and is open to the public as a museum. Located on the west side of Detroit, Historic Fort Wayne is easily accessible by car or public transportation. If you are driving, there is ample parking available on site. Alternatively, you can take the bus or train to nearby stations and walk a short distance to the fort. Once you arrive at the fort, you will be transported back in time to the 19th century. You can explore the different buildings and exhibits that showcase what life was like for soldiers and civilians during that era. Some of the highlights include the barracks, the officers' quarters, and the museum. There are plenty of activities to keep you entertained during your visit. You can take a guided tour of the fort or attend one of the many events that are held throughout the year. If you're interested in photography, the fort provides a unique backdrop for your shots. So there you have it, folks. If you're looking for a fun and educational experience in Detroit, be sure to check out Historic Fort Wayne. With its rich history and beautiful architecture and engaging activities, it is no wonder that this is one of the best tourist locations in the city. And finally, number 10, which is my favorite, the Motown Museum. This happens to be my favorite because of the fact that I've always liked the Jackson 5, and Motown Studio was where they once performed. If you're planning to visit Detroit, then this is a place you definitely won't want to miss. The Motown Museum is located in the heart of Detroit, Michigan, and it is a museum dedicated to the history of Motown Records. Motown Records was one of the most successful record labels in the United States during the 1960s and 1970s, and it played a significant role in shaping the sound of popular music during that time. The museum is located in the original Hitsville, USA building, which was the home of Motown Records from 1959 to 1972. The building has been preserved in its original form and now serves as a museum, showcasing the history of Motown Records and the artists who made it famous. When you visit the museum, you'll be able to see original costumes worn by Motown artists, rare photographs, and other artifacts from the Motown era. You will also be able to see the recording studio where many Motown's greatest hits were recorded, including those by artists such as The Supremes, Marvin Gaye, and Stevie Wonder. The museum offers guided tours which are led by knowledgeable and enthusiastic guides who will take you through the exhibits and tell you the stories behind the music. You will also have the opportunity to sing and dance along to some of the greatest Motown hits of all time. In conclusion, if you're planning to visit Detroit, then the Motown Museum is a must-see destination. It is a place where you can learn about the history of Motown Records and the artists that made it famous, while also experiencing the music and culture that defined the generation. If you have any questions about the tour areas, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, like it to help its circulation to other people. I will see you in the next one.